The legendary film Alien premiered on May 25, 1979. However, it wasn't until 1991 that the film was released in the USSR, with a voiceover by Vladimir Gerasimov, translated by the Film Expert Studio. Directed by Ridley Scott, the film fundamentally changed the genre of science fiction, creating something new and truly frightening. Famous directors turned their noses up at the script written by Dan O'Bannon and Ronald Shusett about some unknown beast from the depths of space. They didn't consider the script promising. Well, nothing could be further from the truth. Ridley Scott, who was just starting his directing career, had nothing to lose. At the time, he had just one film under his belt, The Duelists. So he seized the opportunity to film Alien immediately. Scott read the script in 24 hours and responded, "I'll do it." "I spent 3 weeks storyboarding the movie. I framed every detail," recalls Ridley Scott. "I had a special vision. At the time, I was very impressed by A Space Odyssey and, of course, by Star Wars." Scott did not worry about sets, costumes and casting. He knew there was nothing to be worried about. His only concern was, what would the alien look like? And when Dan O'Bannon introduced him to the artist Hans Giger, Scott realized that the main problem of the film was solved. After all, Giger was known for his peculiar body horror images. Scott insisted that the alien prototype was based on the creature from Necronomicon. "Don't you worry, Hans. You'll have to make 3 more things from scratch: an egg, a face hugger, and a chest burster." Initially, the script did not specify the gender for the main character. Therefore, the neutral name Lieutenant Ripley was chosen. Later, during the production, it was decided to make the main character a man, but eventually, for commercial reasons, a role was given to a woman. The thing is, in the 70s there was a trend to make movies with female protagonists. Besides, Scott himself liked the idea very much. The original name of the film was Star Beast. However, during the production, the actors often used the word alien, which drew the attention of the screenwriter Dan O'Bannon. In the end, he said it perfectly described the creature that the ship's crew faced. So eventually the title was changed, which in hindsight was the right decision. For the role of the main character, Ridley Scott was recommended the young actress Sigourney Weaver, who was just beginning her film career but had already been known on Broadway. On her way to the audition, the actress was so nervous that first she mixed up the address, so she was very late. She literally ran into the office in high boots and managed to impress the filmmakers straight away, without uttering a single word. "I was struck by her height and character," Scott says. "Normally my intuition never fails me. I understand everything from the moment the actor walks into the room. And when I saw Sigourney, I knew that Ellen Ripley was in front of me. And I guess we're all glad that Scott went with his gut on this one." Veronica Cartwright, who played John Lambert, the second girl in the crew, at first also tried out for the role of Ripley. "I got the call and was told that I got the role. I assumed I would play the main character, but it soon became clear that my character would be Lambert, and I didn't even know her story. When I reread the script, things got even worse. I was annoyed that she was always whining, but Ridley explained that John was the embodiment of fear of the audience." One of the main stars of the film was supposed to be John Finch, known for the film Madness by Alfred Hitchcock. However, he became ill on the first days of filming. His diabetes got worse. The situation was dire, so the director had to find the replacement as soon as possible. On the same evening, Ridley Scott urgently went to John Hurt, and the next day the actor was on the set. The shooting of Alien took place at Shepperton Studios, one of the largest in Great Britain. A team of 120 people worked on special effects. Different models of the spacecraft Nostromo were designed. Initially, Scott wanted to create a vessel in high tech, but Giger insisted on retro technology. The smooth movement of the spacecraft was achieved by lifting a 10-meter model with a camouflaged forklift. All the little imperfections the viewer might have noticed were concealed with a play of smoke, light and shadow. It was difficult for the actors to work in a limited space. They had to create the illusion of spacious rooms by using the other method. A big mirror was set at the end of the model. The most complicated set was the planet on which Nostromo landed. several hundred tons of sand were used to create it. The original budget for the Alien was $4.2 million, but during the production, Scott regularly argued with the studio, demanding additional funding. As a result, the final budget was $11 million. Sets and stylistic elements made up most of the film's budget. In the scene where the monster emerges from Kane's chest, the actors' faces show genuine emotions. There are rumors that Scott did not tell anyone beforehand what they were about to see, in order to maximize the effect. In fact, the actors knew that such a scene was going to be filmed, but they didn't know the details. So everyone was really shocked by the scene. The actors weren't expecting liters of bull's blood to be poured on them. As a result, the scene turned out to be spectacular not only because of the special effects, but also because of the actors' natural fear. During the stage preparation, Veronica Cartwright was assured that some blood would get on her character, but in reality, she was literally sprayed with a hose. She had a hysterical fit from all the surprise and shock. This shot was included in the full version of the film. Art requires sacrifice? The android interrogation scene shows Ash's severed head. The model did not look very much like the actor Ian Holm, but there was no money or time to make a new one. So the makeup artists covered it with milk and smeared it with macaroni and onions, simulating as if it were stained with the stuffing of an android. By the way, the splicing where the real Ian is replaced with a model can be seen with a naked eye. The alien egg, designed by Giger, was made of fiberglass, which had more glass than plastic in it. As a result, it seemed almost transparent. The hardest part was getting the egg to move. For this, Scott had to wear rubber gloves and move the egg manually. Beautiful and disgusting. As for the role of Alien, the actor was found by chance. The film crew came across a very tall and thin guy in the pub. It turned out to be a graphic designer, Bolaji Badejo, who was 2.2 meters tall. The new Alien was immediately sent to study plastics and pantomime, to learn how to move slowly and smoothly. And all the efforts definitely paid off. A very thin rubber suit was made for Bolaji Badejo. In addition to latex, the alien costume included all sorts of things. Tubes from an old Rolls-Royce, snake spines, plasticine, a human skull and God knows what else. A mechanical tail was even made, but it never worked, so they had to use a rubber one. Alien was released, and with a budget of $11 million, it grossed nearly $100 million worldwide. The film was Ridley Scott's triumph. Subsequently, Alien gave birth to several more direct sequels, which were taken up by the iconic directors, namely James Cameron, David Fincher, and Jean-Pierre Jeunet. And that is all for today. Subscribe to our channel and don't forget about likes. They are a huge motivation.